Greetings, family. It's Empress D. I'm in nature. It's such a nice day out, family. Oh my gosh. I don't have to wear my big old jacket. In fact, I I have my jacket that I'm wearing now, but I have another jacket around my waist because this is Canada. And although it feels comfortable now, anything can change at any time. So I know I have to layer up, but it's comfortable today. It's above zero. It's amazing. And yeah, and so I'm out here and I'm in nature and I'm feeling nice, and I am looking at the ducks, but I let me show you guys. I want to show you guys the ducks. They are there. Yeah, they want to be in the situation, but I couldn't situate it to have them in it and me in it at the same time and be copacetic unless I bent up myself like this, and I don't want to do that. So I just wanted to show you guys the ducks. I think they're awesome. They come check me every day because they know I'm gonna give them the seeds, right? And it's a relationship that we have, right? And it's a give and take. We interact. I give them an offering, and they come and we chill together, and it's nice. And it's nice to see them again because they were gone for so many months, right? They, I guess, were hibernating. I don't know what they do, but they were gone. I wasn't seeing them around here, so it's like a reunion. So, family, I'm sorry, I'm telling you my nature stories, but that's what's up when you come out here every day. I'm building relationships. I'm building relationships with nature, and it's nice, and it's helping to enhance the relationship that I have with myself as well, right? So it all goes hand in hand, and it's such a nice experience, and that's why I encourage you guys to do it every day. So, I was just reflecting on my experience in terms of my spiritual journey, and although it's been most accelerated in the last 2 years and almost dormant in the maybe 10 years before that, and very active in my teen and young adulthood, that this kind of journey has been in place for a while, right? I was reflecting on my teenage years, right? That's when the uprising was really bubbling. There was that Malcolm X story was coming to light, and there was a movie about it, and we were really becoming familiar with the situation, and the Nation of Islam was really mainstream, and then teachers like Dr. Malachi Z. York, and then in the U.S. Bobby Hemmett and Dr. Valentine and Brother Panic, and those elders that are teaching, and it was there and bubbling, and then something grave happened, and it's really stopped, and actually we regressed until we are where we are at now, right, family? And so what I'm saying is I've been on this journey, and things never jived with me in life, even when I wasn't actively on my spiritual journey. Like the whole situation about how, like, these holidays come cyclically, and you're expected to do this, and if you don't do this, you're viewed as this and that, and the expectations, and what is really driving all of this. All of these questions were in my mind when going through the society, and I tried my best not to participate in as many as these of the commercial holidays and traditions that everybody was expected to participate in, right? Because I was always wondering, what is this really? What are we really doing here, And so I always lived that way throughout my entire life. But in terms of my spiritual journey, it started when I was in my teens. And I have to say, though, that in the last 2 years, things have really accelerated, and I attribute my spiritual growth and the acceleration of it to committing to doing things like coming out here in nature, as well as to practices such as not eating living or formerly living things, and as well as practices like meditation and as I said, nature therapy and mindfulness, in terms of being really connected to yourself and your own thoughts, and aware of them, and viewing them healthily. And I really think that in the last 2 years doing these different things. These changes have really accelerated things, and I also think it's universal, right? It's happening for a lot of us because of what's happening, the planetary alignments, everything that's going on around us right now, family. It's crazy. Everything going on around us right now. It's like I sometimes I sit back and I think about it, and I will scroll on the news feed and I'll be like, what is going on? What are they expecting people to do in terms of coping with all of this being bombarded on them? And that's if you really take these things for real and serious, right? I know that, I think, I don't know, for me, I look at what they put out and for me to read as for how they want me to think, or they want me to fear, or what they want me to be penetrating in my mind, right? I look at it as that. I don't look at it as, oh my gosh, this is really happening. Oh no, like no. I have to have discernment and really question everything that I read in the mainstream stuff. And even in the non-mainstream stuff, you have to really have discernment because, perception is reality. We talked about it. It all depends on what information you're getting, right? Which will shape your reality. But anyway, when you're connected to source and you're connected to yourself, there's no swaying, right? Mainstream, non-mainstream, nothing stream really sways you because you ultimately are guided by that connection to the creation, right? To the creator, to all of us, to that oneness. So family, that's what's up. I've been on this journey for a bit, and I'm so grateful for every part of it. And even in the part when I wasn't as spiritually actively practicing and growing and learning and exploring, I was really doing a lot of personal growing, going through a lot of life lessons, those lessons that were sent here on earth to learn. Oh man, those years were so valuable in those ways, in going through a lot of challenges that really challenged me and forced me and birthed me, right? Birthed me into really evolving, right? So get out in nature, family. It makes a difference. It really does. And I encourage self-care practices. Meditation definitely could be considered a self-care practice. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day. Just 5 minutes. Start out with 5 minutes. Just quietly, just 5 minutes every day. And then as you become comfortable with the practice, just extend the time, right? It doesn't take that much time, and it makes a big difference. It really does. I think at this day and age, in this time, it's worthwhile trialing these things to see if it makes a difference, family. Anyway, I'm grateful for you guys for listening, and I don't want to continue to go on and on and on, but I did want to share that with you today, and also share with you the ducks. They're still getting the last of the seeds. They're not gonna leave until they're all gone, or unless something spooks them. But yeah, they like to clean up everything. But anyway, family, thank you for taking the time to listen to the message, and I really love and value each and every one of you. One love.